Hi, my name is Alex, and as a future special education educator, I understand the importance in promoting and supporting learning, improving planning and practice, as well as upholding ethics and expectations. I believe collaboration is so necessary in a classroom setting, so that teachers absolutely love the work that they do and feel connected to the staff that they're working with, as well as the students. According to GCU's Professional Dispositions of Learners articles, dispositions can be defined as values, commitments, and professional ethics that influence behavior towards students, families, colleagues, and communities that affect student learning and achievement, motivation, and development, as well as the educator's own professional growth. My top dispositions are compassion, honesty, advocacy, dedication, fairness, reflection. I think that those dispositions are really important in a classroom setting, and I will go through each one by one and explain how I feel that those are my strengths. Compassion, I currently work in a school setting, and it is so essential to be empathetic and compassionate towards your students because sometimes they're having a rough day, and I think it's important to just meet them where they're at. Honesty, I believe in doing the right thing when no one is looking, and I think that as an educator that's so important because students see the work that you do and they see you as a role model, and so ultimately you want to be doing the right things. You want to be honest with the people around you so students can see that and actually learn that that is the right way to do things. Advocacy, this one I really believe is important because a lot of the students that come in my classroom are unable to advocate for themselves. A lot of them use AAC devices, and communicating their basic needs can sometimes be a struggle for them. I think that learning about these students and figuring out what their wants and needs are and who they are as a person will promote that advocacy. And I also think encouraging them to advocate for themselves is something that they can learn and grow in. And I think that that's something as a teacher that you are responsible for. You are responsible for them to learn how to express themselves in a way that can be heard. Another one of my dispositions is dedication. I believe dedication is what gets you up every morning, as well as having a passion for what you do, and it's also what gets you there on time in the morning and able to work and giving 100% in every area that you are presented and given as a teacher. I also believe fairness is very important in the classroom. I think, yes, we'll meet students where they're at, but I also believe there's a general consensus as to what a student needs and how you should treat a student. And I don't think there should be favoritism or anything like that. I strongly believe in fairness, and I know that the students can see when somebody is being treated differently. And I think it's so important to just be fair in grading and working with them and teaching, as well as upholding individual expectations for themselves. My last and final disposition is reflection. I believe that reflection is so important because daily you're learning new things and you're trying what works and what doesn't work and taking note of that and being able to really grow in the environment that you're in. The dispositions that I can work on are respect for the diversity of others, high expectations, and curiosity. I think that I don't always understand and know a lot of different cultures in a different family setting because I grew up a certain way and so did they. And so I think it's important that I am aware and I stay open-minded that their situation is not necessarily my situation. And I have to remember that when putting expectations on them. High expectations, I believe that it's good to have high expectations for your students, and we all know that they can do great things, but it's also important to meet them where they're at. And if it's a hard day, I say meet them at the beginning, meet them where they need to be met. The last and final one is curiosity. I do believe that I lack some creativity skills, which is so important as a teacher. I need to find ways to make each lesson engaging and entertaining, even if sometimes they seem dull to me or something that doesn't seem as exciting. I need to figure out ways to make it exciting, because if I'm not excited about it, they're not going to be excited about it. I think that personal biases can really affect the way that we treat students, because these biases are not necessarily facts. They are what we perceive and what we see. And we need to remember to meet these students where they're at daily so they can find success in even the littlest of things. Because ultimately the little things are the big things. Thank you.